And he's trying to turn it around and say, I know it. I know what you're worried about, but I know that too. But this is what I'm doing. I'm actually more worried than you are.
Yes.
About this thing.
I hate that technique.
Yeah, and she would have called him out. I bet if I sent this to her, she'd be like,
yeah, I would love to see Miss Tipton tear Jim Bazin, high school principal, a new one, because this is weird and gross.
Yeah, and he's also trying to, I feel like a lot of, I can't remember the word, but it's when you do that emotional, kind of, it's like really thin. And any kind of factor, any substance at all is just emotional. So basically, we all want to protect our young women, don't we? We're all on the same side here, right?
Ugh.
And so you're the monster for disagreeing.
Like, how dare you want... How dare you want a girl to wear what she wants at prom?
How dare you want a woman to be seen as a sex object? I would never want such a thing. That's why she must only wear this modest dress.
Yeah. Also, what I hate about this, and I think that this comes up in our dress code episode as well, is that lecturing girls about how they are dressed pretty much says that boys have no responsibility to be able to control every sexual urge that they have. And so saying that, if you're dressed sexy at prom, boys will want to have sex with you, therefore you need to cover up so that doesn't happen. What about teaching boys that, maybe you're going to see a sexy girl with a slit in her dress at prom, and maybe that you're going to have feelings about that, but you got to deal with it. Like, in the adult world, people get distracted by other people's bodies all the time, and you don't need to act on it. It's not a big deal. It isn't the young woman's responsibility to change her behavior in order to keep him from being distracted or feeling like he needs to act on it or whatever. We should be teaching boys that, you're going to be in the world with people who are dressed all kinds of ways, and you're going to have to deal. We're not preparing them for reality in a kind of way. And we're saying that your inability to control your urges, and also it's just, I think it's, if you really unpack it, it's rude to the young man, because it's saying, you are such a dumb animal. We don't even expect you to be able to control the way that you feel when you see a girl in a dress. So we're not even gonna put that on your plate. She's got it. We're gonna put a blanket on her. We got it. And honestly, men should be offended by that, really.
Oh, absolutely. It completely puts the onus on the young woman to dress a certain way to protect herself. It takes away like any kind of responsibility or even agency from the young man or really anybody. And I think I mentioned before on this show that I grew up feeling, I didn't know how to vocalize it at the time, but very scared of my own body, just because we get those messages all the time. That
like your body is gross and weird and
dangerous to walk around in.
Yeah.
You're going to attract their own kind of attention. And it could be anything. It could be something that you thought was a super innocent, modest thing. But someone else didn't see that, and that's on you, because it's your responsibility. And I think that's a very insidious message, and we should move away from that.
Absolutely. Well, you know who's sort of leading that charge?
Who?
Tweens.
Yes, go tweens.
Yes, tweens are not standing for that BS.
Mm-hmm.
The generation below us is flat out rejecting those notions and those sort of insidious ideas about their own bodies. At Quai High School, they started a Change.org petition against the rigid dress code for prom at their school. This dress code banned backless dresses where the back dipped below the bra strap area, high slits, and dresses that show a bare midriff or contain cutouts which expose bare skin. And that actually does not sound super reasonable to me. Like a backless dress, your back is not genitals, you know? It's like your back is your back. Boys have backs. Like, not to mention, it totally kind of pretends that there aren't people who exist along the spectrum of gender. And so if you're saying boys got to wear this, girls got to wear this, or girls can't wear this, it just sort of reinforces this idea that there's just one type of clothing or attire and girls are wearing this and boys are wearing this, and we're going to regulate it as such, which we know isn't true.
Right. Yeah. It kind of brings to mind the ultimate of ultimate all-time proms, Cannes Film Festival.
Oh.
And Kristen Stewart, she just made news by taking off her high heels, because as a woman, you have to have high heels on the red carpet at Cannes, which is...
I once had an experience with, well, not at Cannes, I wish, but similar to Cannes, Jay-Z's 40/40 Club in Brooklyn, New York. I went with my friends, and I if you met me in real life, you know I'm tall. I'm like 6 feet tall. I was not wearing heels because I wear heels sometimes, but I don't wear them often because I'm already tall. And also, it's my business. Like, I don't have to wear heels.
Yeah.
And I got there, and it's a nightclub, so we were dressed in club attire.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get in because I was not wearing heels. And so I was wearing nice boots, like nice, expensive boots, but they weren't heels. And so, yeah, I guess, I don't know if it's still the rule, but Jay-Z, your club rules are sexist, bro, because I couldn't get into the 4040 Club in my boots, which were very nice and very expensive, because they were not heels. And I think it's up.
So, okay, contact us, Jay-Z.
Yes.
We need an apology.
Jay-Z, if you're listening, I waited in line. Like, that was the thing. It was, and my friends were all wearing heels so they could all get in. So we had to have that moment of, well, do you want, like, is this where the night ends?
Yeah.
I think I was, like, actually, what ended up happening was we were going for a friend's, like, special night out, and I didn't want to be the friend who ruined everything. So I said, you guys go in. I'll hit up a dive. It's fine.
Yeah.
And then I drank by myself in a dive bar. And it actually was a fun night. So it worked out. Jay-Z, don't call me. You're fine.
That's awesome.
We're fine.
This is so funny because if on the like chart of what I discuss in a week of my life, Jay-Z is off. I don't know what's going on, but he's come up in so many conversations. Yeah, it's number one in the charts right now. I don't know why or how. But the stars have aligned, and Jay-Z is just in like every conversation. My other show, Food Stuff, we asked him to contact us on there as well.
Oh my God, he might actually get in touch. Yo, if anyone knows him, make sure that he's like in the air.
Yeah. Just make sure he's aware. Yeah. Anyway, back to prom. It's weird because you're supposed to be sexy at prom, but not too sexy. It's that tightrope that we're expected to walk, and I'm glad that the tweens are leading this charge away from it. And I hope to anyone listening who's getting ready for prom that you have a great experience. I remember how exciting it was. I got my hair, I got my friend to do my hair. That was a big deal for me, and makeup, and it was very exciting. So I hope we continue to see this progress, and I hope everyone has a safe but fun time.
I hope so too. I hope that you dance to whatever your version of One More Time by Daft Punk at your prom, and it's amazing. You have a fun moment of looking around at your friends and everyone's happy. I also want to say, if you're a young person listening and you're someone for whom a big promposal and a big thing with prom, that is your jam, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Own that. If you're someone for whom that is not the case, that is also fine. Don't feel pressured that you have to be part of or not be part of the spectacle of prom. Just have it be your own thing, whatever you feel comfortable doing. I wish there had been someone that said that about a lot of things when I was growing up, that it was okay. Yeah. You can dip in, dip out, lean in, lean out, whatever felt right, you know.
Yeah.
And wear what you want. If you want to rock a suit, do it. If you want to, you know, if you're just do your thing. I think that we should be encouraging young people to do their thing at prom. And if that thing is I wish if I could go back and do prom again, I would have worn a suit because I was much more aligned with how I felt.
Yeah.
But I didn't. And my mom would never have allowed that. But yeah, I wish that we had a place where we were telling young people to, you know, do you. I guess that's this show. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if you're listening to this and prom isn't your thing, you don't want to go, don't go. I didn't go to we had another kind of prom adjacent thing, and I didn't go, and I had a great time eating pizza and watching bad horror movies with my friends. Also, after I got kicked out of that one prom, we went to go watch a horror movie at a movie theater, and I had my really nice dress, and I threw on a t-shirt that was so emo and goth I got from Hot Topic over the dress, and I put on Converses, and then we came out of the theater and it was past curfew and got in trouble again.
Oh my God. Eddie, you were just
I'm just trying to live my life and making mistakes along the way.
That's our motto here at the show.
That's it.
Tag us in all those prom pictures on Instagram at Stuff Mom Never Told You. Send us those prom-related tweets at Mom Stuff Podcast. And as always, hit us up on email, momstuff@howstuffworks.com.